Namaste everyone. Welcome to Learning Nepali. It's me Rukmiri Shrestha. Welcome to our new lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to cover several very useful Nepali grammar patterns that will help you make your Nepali more fluent and improve your Nepali conversation. We will learn how to say like this or like that. Oblique pronunciation with ko, lai, le. How punny means not even. Conditional if sentences. Saying sometimes. The idiomic verb lagnu. How Nepali expresses fear, liking, and emotion. And how to say because. Now let's begin our class. First section is Iseri and Teseri. These are the words from demonstratives of yo, which means this, and tyo, which means that. From these two, we get Yeseri and Teseri. Yeseri means like this or in this way. It is used for something near the speaker. For example, write like this. In Nepali, we say यसरी लेख्नुहोस् यसरी लेख्नुहोस् यसरी means like this and write means लेख्नुहोस्. Next is त्यसरी, which means like that or in that way, and it is used for something farther away. For example, don't do it like that. In Nepali we say त्यसरी नगर्नु त्यसरी नगर्नु. त्यसरी means like that and नगर्नु means don't do it. Section 2, oblique pronouns. When the pronouns take endings like ko, lai, le, they change the form. Ko means of, lai means to or for, le means by. Now let's see the examples. When pronouns with ko, for example, u with ko, it becomes usko. Usko. Tyo with ko, it becomes त्यसको. त्यसको. Yo with ko, it becomes यसको. यसको. Uni with ko, we say उनको. उनको. Now with लाई. U with लाई, उसलाई. त्यो with लाई, it becomes त्यसलाई. Yo plus लाई, it becomes यसलाई. And uni with लाई, it becomes उनलाई. Now with le, u plus le, we say उसले. Yo plus le, we say यसले. त्यो plus le, we say त्यसले. Uni plus le, we say unle. You can memorize this as a pattern, not one by one, so that it will be helpful for you to memorize and understand it. Next is pani with negative verbs. It becomes not even. When pani is used with the negative verbs, it often means not even. For example, not even one person could do it. In Nepali, we say, एउटाले पनि गर्न सकेन. एउटाले पनि गर्न सकेन. Here with pani, we use the negative verb गर्न सकेन. So, it gives the meaning not even. Next is kahile kahile, which means sometimes, sometimes. And this is also a commonly used Nepali words. For example, if you want to say sometimes uphill, sometimes downhill. In Nepali we say kahile ukalo, kahile oralo. Kahile ukalo, kahile ओह्रालो. Next example is sometimes good, sometimes bad. In Nepali we say कहिले राम्रो, कहिले नराम्रो. कहिले राम्रो, कहिले नराम्रो. Our next section is idiomatic lagnu. It's one of the most important Nepali verbs. Lagnu. It literally can mean to affect, to strike, to attach, or to be felt. But in many expressions, it works idiomatically. For example, tenses with lagnu. Nepali uses different tenses than English in here. For example, past fear. The sentence is like this. I was afraid. In Nepali we say मलाई डर लाग्यो. मलाई डर लाग्यो. In a present state, I am afraid. In Nepali we say मलाई डर लागेको छ. मलाई डर लागेको छ. For general habitual sentence like I fear or I get afraid, in Nepali we say मलाई डर लाग्छ. मलाई डर लाग्छ. In negative form, I wasn't afraid. In Nepali we say मलाई डर लागेन. मलाई डर लागेन. Or I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. In Nepali मलाई डर लागेको छैन. मलाई डर लागेको छैन. For I don't fear, in Nepali we say मलाई डर लाग्दैन. मलाई डर लाग्दैन. The same structure works with liking. For example, I like the food. In Nepali, मलाई खाना मन पर्यो. मलाई खाना मन पर्यो. I like food. In Nepali, मलाई खाना मन पर्छ. मलाई खाना मन पर्छ. Or I don't like the food. In Nepali, मलाई खान मन पर्दैन. मलाई खाना मन पर्दैन. Next is use किनभने to mean because. We use किनभने. I can't write because I don't have pen. In Nepali, we say म लेख्न सक्दिन किनभने मसँग कलम छैन. म लेख्न सक्दिन किनभने मसँग कलम छैन. I won't sit there because the chair is weak. In Nepali, we say म त्यहाँ बस्दिन किनभने त्यो मेज कच्चा छ. म त्यहाँ बस्दिन किनभने त्यो मेज कच्चा छ. Finally, we are at the end of our today's lesson. Thank you for learning with me about the very basic and common Nepali grammars that will help you in your Nepali conversation. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Nepali classes. And if you want to learn about something, then please do write on our comment box so that we'll make the next video on that topic. And if you want to take a private classes, then please do visit our website. So until next time, धन्यवाद.